All right, let's get some food. Go, we got some rice, some chicken mince. It's basically a stir fry with vegetables and a fried egg. Let's go. All right, so what I got going on here is some chicken breast mince cooked in a bit of a concoction of Asian sauces like soy sauce, oyster sauce, fish sauce, all that. Some fried onions and garlic. I didn't have any, but I usually put ginger for some sweetness and a bit of chili. And I've got some of those sugar snap peas fried in some butter. Add a bit of salt to that at the end because that's just an amazing combination. And then I've got a crispy fried egg to top it off. And that's enough to make me a happy man. But yeah, and then of course I just got some plain rice to go on the side, you know? Let's talk about my workout split. Before we get started, I want to mention that you can have the best plan on paper, but if it's not feasible for your lifestyle, it's pretty much redundant. As a personal trainer, in my experience, I've seen that one of the most challenging things for people on their fitness journey is adherence to a program. Life happens, and that's something that you have to account for when you're building your own training program. For me, instead of having a regimented weekly schedule that doesn't change, I created myself an adaptable training program that varies based on how busy I am in that particular week. So basically I've got 4 options. Option 1 is training 3 days a week, upper, lower, upper. This is essential for when I've just got so much happening and I know legs twice a week, you gotta do it. These kind of weeks don't really happen often, and if they do happen, it's only 1 week at a time. So I usually pick up the leg volume the following week. Sometimes in these weeks, it's just about me showing up rather than, saying, oh, it's too busy and using that as an excuse. With the 3-day training split, it's important to keep in mind, it sounds amazing. If you could maintain your progress only training 3 times a week, why wouldn't you? When you're training less frequently, typically that means the required volume per session is going to be higher to make up for the lack of frequency that you're training. That can affect the quality that you bring to each session, and it's just something to consider. Personally, I need at least 3 days a week to elicit muscle growth and even just progress towards my goals. But also, it just keeps me sane. Otherwise, I just feel completely out of whack. The next training split option is training 4 times a week. Upper, lower, upper, lower. I'm just alternating between the two. I personally really like this training split because of the low frequency that I'm training in the gym. It just makes me hungrier each session, and I feel like giving 110% to each rep. Training split option 3 is training 5 days a week. Upper, lower, push, pull, lower. I personally love this training split because of the variety of different workouts. Every workout is different. And training split option number 4 is training 6 days a week. Push, pull, lower, push, pull, lower, rest. And I don't have a 7-day training split because I honestly just don't enjoy it. Even 6 days a week to me is pushing it a little bit. For me, training 4 to 5 days a week is perfect because it's not too much to the point where I'm kind of dreading the gym. So I feel like I can really give 110%. If your beans don't crunch, you've overcooked the hell out of them. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me about my training split. I know a lot of you guys were asking about it. Yeah, there's no definite training split for me. It's quite adaptable based on what's going on in my life, and I feel like that's the reason why I've been able to not miss a session. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a little bit of something from this section of the video. I'm gonna go into a few questions that you guys have asked me over the years on social media. It's just random questions about me, especially since I'm starting to post a little bit more regularly. Why not get to know me a little bit? So, if you see me looking this way, it's because I've got some notes prepared here so I don't forget. If you were limited to 1 meal for every meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with a good chicken quesadilla with extra chicken from Guzman and Gomez. You already know. I just can't get sick of them. Where is your last name from? It's so sick. When I was growing up, my last name I was kind of ashamed of because nobody could pronounce it. And I remember my year 5 teacher would kind of make fun of it every time he would announce my name from the roll call. He would be like, Jacob, he literally say that every single time in front of the class. And I hated the attention that it got. I never understood why people can easily say Casablanca but not Capablanca. So to answer your question, my last name is Spanish. What is your favorite sportswear brand? Right now, look, Nike is forever gonna have my heart. Unfortunately, I have a love-hate relationship with them because some of the quality that's been coming out lately has been pretty terrible. but nobody beats a good Nike design. In terms of gym wear though, I'm probably gonna have to go with Gymshark. I'm wearing the Gymshark tank top right now and it's just super comfortable. It complements my physique really well. It actually hugs my torso, which is like the first tank top I've ever had to do so. And the studio shorts are super comfortable. I have at least 5 pairs of studio shorts. How to get friends and family into fitness and health? This is a great question. The best way I can answer this is, first of all, it's not your responsibility. And secondly, the best way is to lead by example. Your success in your own journey will hopefully stimulate their curiosity into what pursuing health can do for them. Words of advice for your younger self. Oh man. Off the top of my head, stop being a perfectionist. It only hinders you from pursuing the things that you actually want to do. What supplements do you take? About a year ago, I was heavily reliant on protein bars, as you probably would have seen in my previous vlogs. I don't take them anymore just because they mess with my stomach a little bit, and I also wanted to experiment with what real foods would do for me. I started that journey around 4 months ago and I haven't turned back since. I'm finding that I look better, feel better, move better. I get enough protein from food during the day anyway. If I'm in desperate need, I will get a protein bar or I'll make a protein shake with whey protein. But honestly, those instances are few and far between. How long do your workout sessions typically last? Anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes. If I'm really low on sleep, I'll take longer rest times. But if I'm feeling super good, sometimes it would just take me from 45 minutes to 50 minutes. I do deload weeks every 5th week and those sessions last from around half an hour to 45 minutes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What pre-workout do you take? Boy, if you know me, if I take pre-workout, I'm bouncing off the walls for the rest of the day. I don't need pre-workout, trust me. I think I've tried it once or twice and I didn't really feel the effects of it. I also don't like the idea of relying on something. I always love the idea of just pushing myself mentally. Obviously, I understand that, it can give you that caffeine hit and adrenaline that you might need from time to time, but I would just rather summon that myself. And I also save money that way, so you can't complain. What's your nutrition like? Right now, it's a whole bunch of like Asian stir fries and curries, just because it allows me to get my protein in as well as vegetables. And it's delicious. And every week, Helena and I kind of go on dates and we treat ourselves. This weekend, we're going to Locks in a Box in Manly. We're gonna kind of spend the day there and just, use that as a treat day. Eat some nice fat bagels. If you haven't seen Locks in a Box, go check them out on Instagram. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if it's good, but it looks good. What is your training split? I just answered that. How old were you when you started calisthenics? I was 19 years old. What got me into it was guys from the UK, Theo Caldwell, Solo Nero, Ranjit Banshu, Terrell Lewis, Lee Wade Turner, just to name a few. They're a bunch of the OG calisthenics guys, reps and sets, the real raw workout guys. When calisthenics was about technique and form. I won't go into that because y'all might hate me for it, but I said what I said. Anyway, that pretty much concludes this video, guys. I hope you have a good rest of the day. Train hard, train smart. I'll see you guys in the next video.